We are live.
What's up, YouTube? You're supposed to say that at the beginning of every show. We got producer AB. Do YouTube. What's up, YouTube and Benzinga zangers and zingers? We're hanging out today. We're going to talk about a couple things. The number one thing that we're going to talk about is growth to value. We're going to look at opportunities in the stock market when your tech stocks be selling off. The other thing we're going to talk about is a new cryptocurrency. I really feel like I'm starting to age out, but we have a resident 24-year-old here to tell us what it is. What is it, producer AB?
The Shiba coin. Let's get your hold on. So this is what some people are in the space, in the crypto space, are calling a Doge coin killer.
Okay. Why?
And so some context here. Shiba. So it's a dog the Dogecoin meme is based off of, right? And so here's the real selling point for people like me who might be, sub 25 years old, might not have that much money in the bank account. There's so many coins of these Shiba coins, kind of like Dogecoin, like unlimited supply type deal, that it's so cheap and it's going to stay cheap for a while. So you can buy a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, fractional shares exist and are inherent to all cryptocurrencies. So, I get that appeals, but it's like you can always just buy 1/100th of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, but isn't it cooler to own like 100,000 Shiba coins?
You're right. You got me there. That sounds a lot. You're right. It is really cool. Okay, so we'll start off with the Shiba Inu. What exchange is this on? This is on Binance?
You can buy it on Binance. I believe on the other one is escaping my not fully developed brain right now.
Yeah. Producer AB has another year for his frontal lobe to develop, so he gets a pass.
Here, let me pull it up real quick because I was just talking about this with Luke actually.
And whatever the hell he's doing, I kind of forgot what producer AB is doing. I'm just gonna do the technical analysis on Shiba Inu. It's
MetaMask. You can buy it on MetaMask.
That's right here. This is my MetaMask account.
There we go. Oh, look, it's almost got the. That's a little fox, but maybe
almost like a Shiba Inu, but yeah, it's definitely a fox. So at any rate, it can be stored on your MetaMask wallet. So it's like kind of like Ethereum-esque.
Yeah. I believe so.
There are people that are going to watch this. They're going to be like, what a couple fucking idiots.
Yeah, we need to get Catherine Ross or someone on here. I'm not the biggest.
Okay, whatever. We treat it like everything else. We look at the technicals. Everything else you can just shut up about. Not you specifically, producer AB. So it's on eToro and Gemini. Are you sure it's on Robinhood? We're not talking about Dogecoin. We're talking about Shiba Inu, ticker SHIB.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on.
It's definitely not on Robinhood and Webull. Webull just added Dogecoin. Gemini, I don't think so. I have a Gemini account. I have a Binance account. I have a Kraken account. I think it's on Binance. We'll hit on XOM. Tiny Pie Media wants to talk about oil stocks. We're going to get to the oil. Yesterday was our big oil special. Didn't you tune in for the Drink Your Milkshake? There will be blood clip. We'll hit it. Let's just do the Shiba Inu thing for all the people that have access to, I believe, Binance to be able to trade it. Because actually, there's a trade opportunity. A lot of times with cryptocurrencies, I mean, with any analysis of any asset, you should always zoom out and see the big picture. But if we look at the daily here, we've only got 2 days down, right? 2.5. So I like to look at the 30-minute. That's where I've done a lot of trading with Bitcoin and Ethereum, just my casual in bed with a laptop. Eating Oreo cookies and what I call scalping on a Saturday morning or a Sunday, whatever. So 30 minutes are a pretty good level I've found for a lot of cryptocurrencies to start recognizing patterns. Of course, that starts to change once we start to get more market participants. So at any rate, I'm going to keep it simple here. Simple dimple. What do I see here? Blop, blop. Same thing, different asset. Same thing, different asset, folks. Look who it is. Look who the fuck it is. Mr. 20 under 20. Hey guys, everyone give Luke Jacoby a big round of applause in chat. Let's get a 1 in chat for Luke Jacoby for making it on Crane Businesses 20 under 20. I got a call late at night. 1 in the morning. I get a call from Mr. Crane saying, Neil, we got you on the list this year. It's big. One thing I got to ask you, how old are you? And I said, this might come as a surprise, but I'm 31. He said, shit, do you know anyone else? I said, I know a guy named Lick McCoby that might be pretty good. He's like, all right, I'll look him up. And we got him on the list. So round of applause.
Thank you,
One's
Neil
in the chat.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So we're looking at Shiba Inu, which Luke has a big boy position in.
Is Carlot's a buy? Sorry.
That guy is way too distracting. Oh, actually, hey, Luke, when are we making the Luke Jacoby limited edition Banana Republic collaboration hedge fund shirts available for Benzinga subscribers?
Thursday.
All right. So, I mean, we just treat this thing like everything else. What do we hit? We got a double bottom. We hit this price point twice. Duh. It's a reversal. Well, don't try to church it up, Dirt. Don't try to church it up. Your name's Dirt. Big. Give me a 1 in chat if you know what movie that is a reference from. Don't church it up, son. Your name's Dirt. So looking at the 30, I'm going to move these moving averages. How do we trade this stinking thing? Well, let's box in our W. Rectangular. Look at that. Easy peasy. Might I say lemon squeezy? Joe Dirt, it's right. Joe Dirte. Your name's not Dirte, it's Dirt. Kid Rock was in that movie. And that guy's apparently from Detroit. I've heard people say that.
That's a Michigan boy, right?
That's apparently a Michigan boy. We're supposed to be proud of that.
The Proud Boys. Proud Boys.
Okay, you're out. All right, producer AB is completely out today. We're talking about Shiba Inu. We're talking about how to trade this new coin on the block. Yes, it does look like a great opportunity for entry. The hype's not over. So what we got is just a little double bottom reversing down from this little downtrend that we got here. Boom. I can take this down even a little bit closer to the body of the trading or the meat of the trading. We can see that there's a nice little cross. Big old bar here. And what's really nice to see here on the 30-minute chart that we're looking at is we are not in overbought territory yet. So I like it. I would buy it right here. No problem. Looking for resistance at, it's so hard with these, at, quadruple 3373. But nonetheless, I think it's a buy. You target this resistance, which is going to be the tops of the bodies of these two candles, which from here, percentage wise, that's a 2.5% gain. But then if we break above this, let's go ahead and project what that would look like. We take the depth of our double bottom pattern, which is the lowest point here at 2784, up to the meat of the trading, which is the top of those two candles, the body of those two candles, and we add it right on top. Real nice. And that's our target. Up to a nice round 4,000 there. So 0.00004. So yeah, there you go. If you need some let's use some additional tools just to confirm what we think we're seeing. All right, this is the 30-minute once again. So entering on the breakout here, that's about 16.83%. I know we're talking about a brand new cryptocurrency, so that might be small potatoes for you, but nonetheless. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day when the meteorite comes down from space and he's eating McDonald's off of it. I don't know why I've been thinking about Joe Dirt lately, but the meteorite is not a meteorite. Classic. Yeah, some sadly this nonsense will outperform my portfolio. Hey, everything that we're talking about is just prices on a chart, baby. All right, it's all nonsense. When you guys, the sooner you accept that capitalism is just a game, and the better you know the rules and play along with it, the more successful you'll be, the happier you'll be. That is a gross oversimplification of how society works. Don't quote me on that. But I do at least feel that way about the stock market in general, I'll be honest. What does that mean? There's 1 trillion coins? I don't know, dude. So anyways, what I know is that let me turn on my pivot points here and see how they work out with this one. Am I allowed to have pivot points on this?
I want to see some Fibonacci's.
Okay, so pivot points don't work on this. Maybe that's because I just deleted them. Maybe that's because it's too young.
Its frontal lobe isn't developed yet.
It doesn't have enough price history. Let me switch this up. Sure. Okay, so I got my. I didn't get my pivots back. Oh well. Yeah, so we'll run the Fibonacci on it. We're gonna go to the high point. To the low here, which we've drawn. And you can see that the 50% line pretty much lines up. I'm actually not exact here. I could come up a little bit. Lines up a little bit higher than where we drew our line here for the meat of the trading. And these are going to be your speed bumps. So from where you are right now, I would target, based on the candles, this line at about 3367. But then upon a breakout above that target price, I'd be looking for something like this. Why? Because that's previous resistance. Easy to target that. But for full resolution of the pattern, it is not unreasonable to treat this like you would any other trade, any other asset, and say, I'm going to ride this ziggy-zag all the way up, swing trade style. And knowing how volatile it is, it might happen a lot faster than that. Look how much room we have before we're in overbought territory. Yeah. Okay. So that's SHIB. If you're not sure how to trade it, I believe it's Binance, which takes a while for you to get fiat. Oh, God. If you want to use Binance, just make sure that you have another platform that you already have Bitcoin on, so you can transfer your Bitcoin over to Binance. It's a lot faster than waiting for the fiat verification on Binance, which basically in regular old stock market brokerage terms means they approve you to deposit money, US dollars or whatever currency you have, into your account. Because they have to manually review like your ID, a photo of your ID, and manually review like a bank statement or something like that verifies you're a real person and you pay bills. It's crypto. Yeah, sorry. So what we're looking at right now, this is the way we're starting the show to optimize our viewability and discoverability on YouTube is we're talking about SHIB, Shiba Inu. Which is as they say, the new Dogecoin killer. But I know that all my boomer viewers are going to player hate, and that some of my more adventurous prone people, my risk takers, are going to be interested in it. So I'm covering it. We like to keep the show diverse. All right. I don't know if it's only on Binance. Okay. Jeez. It's on
KuCoin too. Okay. So what I think here in Ruel in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, because Ruel is our resident altcoin expert. I think you need to buy Ethereum and then transfer that Ethereum into Shiba. That's what I think.
So we're just gonna see if it's on Binance.
Oh, it's in Binance.
Oh, it's on Binance. Then you can trade it with anything.
Yeah. Okay. Ruel said
Binance,
no. I was wrong.
Yeah, you don't have to use Ethereum. Wait, it's not showing up. So maybe it's about to be listed on Binance. Where's it listed, Ruel? No, Coinbase doesn't have anything.
No, they don't even have Dogecoin. It's on KuCoin.
Coinbase sucks. I'll be honest with you.
You know what's crazy is those actual dogs, the Shibas, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're like purebred kind of thing. So those are always expensive. All right, let's start talking about the stock market. I mean, look, this is I have a watch list right here. You guys, I'm going to zoom in on it. This watch list is all of the currencies that are tradable on Kraken, which takes like 5 seconds to create an account for. I'll tell you right now, no offense, Kraken, but y'all need to update your trading tools and your charting tools. but you've got the listings, and it's enough to get the job done. I'll say that, but please add a trailing stop loss, because that makes it so much more comfortable investing in these. If I could add like a 3% trailing stop loss, at any rate, these are all the currencies that are on crypto. I mean, shit, this is 24 hours, right? Up 44%, 19%, 13%, blah, 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 a big old list of these. And they're very technical. You can just go through them, and I'm telling you, just use your Fibonacci extension tool on these things. You can turn into a professional day trader overnight. Just remember to use tight stop losses. We can look at Doge. Let's do it. Let's just complement this thing. So we're on a 30-minute chart. Let's go to a daily. Daily on the Doge, daily Doge. We're going to add our 20, and then my pivots are gone, so I got to add my pivots back. Pivot point standard. Boom.
You catch any of the SNL this past weekend?
Isn't it like Tuesday? Cruiser Raby? Are you making conversation right now?
Yeah, Dogecoin.
I did catch it. I watched it, and I was trading Dogecoin while it was on.
I was not very impressed, personally.
I'm not here to hate. I'm not here to hate.
No haterade. Neil's not drinking any haterade.
I'm not drinking haterade. I do have C4 Energy. Please sponsor us. I mean, really simply, looking at Dogecoin, just look at the 20-day moving average. Bounces, you buy. No need to overcomplicate this stuff. It's not overbought. It's bouncing off the 20-day, and let's go. I've got my pivot points up here, which is, you can turn it on any charting tool. Just type pivot. So what I did, I'm using TradingView. So I went to indicators, and I type pivots. You have these on Thinkorswim. You have them. I don't know if you have them on your crypto brokerage or not, but I if you don't, I recommend just getting a trading tool, or a charting tool. Pivot point standard, I have it set to traditional right now. When I'm looking at different currencies and different stocks, I go through the different settings to find the ones that are actually matching up with support and resistance. So this one's not bad at either. So this is based on Fibonacci levels, and we can see that we're getting that bounce. We touched the 20-day moving average here with this wick, and we're getting that bounce. We're not overbought. We're looking at the 1 day. We need to break above this R2, which is a level of resistance on our pivot points, and then I'm happy to target up here. I'm happy to target. So let's see. We break above that. Let's do it, which it looks like we already did a bit today, but I'm looking for closes above that. I like the body of my sessions to close above. Let's measure that out. I mean, 27%. Come on. Yeah, good job. OP bought the dip in Doge. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This one's available on, you name it. It's on Robinhood. It's on Webull.
Not Coinbase, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not drinking any haterade today.
I'm at Coin. What is it? Coin? It's just Coin, right? The ticker?
Ticker, yep.
Some bounce potential there. At any rate, that was Doge. I think Doge right now actually looks like a better buy than Shiba Inu, despite what all the hype might make you think. So the play here is wait for a break above 52 cents, 52 and a half, basically. I would love to see it clear this previous wick, honestly, at 54. And then you're targeting... Here, let's do this thing so I can make it easy for everyone to see.
Someone posted a really aggressive price target in here based on the Fibonacci's. I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh, here we go.
Well, yeah.
From Mr. Ball, Doge going in 96 cents based on Fib extension.
Oh, Fib extension. Okay. So I use Fib retracement to create price targets. Fib extension is very similar. It's using the same ratios. What value did that person say?
96 cents.
I mean, we can get really aggressive and say like this is 94. So this is just using a retracement. So
shout out Rob Roy, Fibonacci retracement.
Shout out Rob Roy. If we clear the all-time high, the next target is roughly 94. But if I move this, I mean, I'm doing this quickly, so it might be closer to 96. So that's the Fib retracement tool. That's what I most commonly use. The only time I really like to use the Fib extension tool is to really quickly get a price target for cup and handle patterns, which I might be able to demonstrate if we look at VET, the oil stock, not VeChain, the cryptocurrency. But using the extension, this person probably did something like what I'm about to do. Is this that's long position? I don't even. Here it is.
Well, we have a zinger in the chat here. Tomaverse is saying that Ethereum / US dollar is in a cup and handle.
ETH USD. All right, this is the crypto show. Is in a cup and handle. I mean, probably if it's in a cup and handle, it's on a very short time frame.
Yeah, I see more of a.
No, it is.
Okay.
What were we gonna say? V for Vendetta. So this would be your cup. This is your sell off here, and then it's broken above it. So you're looking for. I'm doing this way too fast, guys. I know. But this is like this person is probably on the 30-minute or lower chart. So we got a pro day trader here. So it's a cup and handle, and then also with a little double bottom here. So I mean, I would be looking for break above resistance here, watching this pivot point, because now I use pivot points and they really work. But then targeting or watching for a break above the left cup here on the cup with handle. That's a quick sloppy cup with handle, which I can go into with more detail on another stock that's easier for y'all to take a look at, more of a swing trade. This is just like a more aggressive thing. But this is a demonstration that patterns are fractal, meaning that when you're looking at even 1 minute time frames, the patterns that you hear everyone talking about, cup with handle, double bottom, bull flag, bull pennant, dog with toupee, you trade them the exact same way on every time frame. It works. There are failed breakouts, yes, but when it works to the tick. So there you go. This is, we're a little all over the place today. It's because NASDAQ is selling off, so we're looking for opportunities elsewhere. Shout out to Brad from Trading Grounds. Thank you for being here. My favorite, as I said it before, options trader on the planet, who is learning to love the Fibonacci. I'm going to have to teach you the secret Fibonacci handshake next time I see you, Brad.
Ooh, I don't even know that one yet. It looks
You're
like
not ready yet.
We do.
When you turn,
I have to go through initiation. I have to go through initiation.
Your
first, I guess.
Your frontal lobe has to be done developing before I can teach you the Fibonacci handshake.
It does look like NASDAQ is getting some strength back today, but maybe we'll wait till our special guest comes on and we can discuss NASDAQ and QQQ.
Let's not confuse some upward price movement with strength. Strength means something different. That means the trend is behind you. The wind is on your back.
That's a good point. I'm just a young Padawan with not a fully developed frontal brain, so I see something going up.
One more year, and we'll get that brain should be fully developed.
Looks like we're gonna
set. Hey Siri, set me a reminder 1 year from now that Aaron Bree's brain is fully developed, and tell him congratulations.
Her brain's not fully developed either.
Not developed. Short apple.
Dom is asking. All right, we got. This is the last crypto. Okay.
Go. Do the thing. And take coin off the screen because you're confusing the hell out of everyone.
Zilliqa.
What's up, Dom? Is it Zilliqa or Zilliqa? I'm not sure if it's supposed to sound like an antidepressant commercial or just a hard on the cue.
Side effects of Zilliqa include.
Exactly. So Zil USD. I love this thing. I love this. So Dom tweeted at me a while back, and he was basically like, "You all know about Zil? You want some Zil?"
And we're like, "Now we."
And I was like, "I only got like $30 on me." He's like, "No, that's fine. That's fine. Could you get 40?" He told me about this, and I'm like, I'm all about it now. So I've got my historical pivots on. These are these yellow horizontal lines. And those are just based on previous support and resistance. It's a quick tool that just auto generates support and resistance levels for you. But it's messy, so I'm going to turn it off so we can look at just the price. I'm going to turn off my moving averages and remove my Fibonacci, because I was in here, Dom. I was in here looking at ZIL. ZILUSD, if you want to pull it up. And if you're just tuning in, this is crypto. This is the post NASDAQ crypto show with producer AB and Neil Hamilton. So we're looking at yeah, Dom, appreciate you too. I mean, just look, this is just a lovely trend. That's all there is to it. Lovely trend. Let's use the Bollinger Band as our favorite tool for trends. Bollinger Band is just our, on the daily chart, 20-day moving average in red, which is showing us our mean. It's guiding us through all these lovely, friendly little impulsive moves, corrective phases, impulsive move, corrective phase. Shout out Chris Capri. Impulsive is guiding us through it, adding some degree of what's the word I'm looking for? Security, I guess, giving us a center. And what's happening here is we've crossed the 20-day moving average. We lofted up to the standard deviation away from it, and now we're bouncing off of it. So what do we do now? Easy to just say enter and then target that standard deviation up, which if you're entering right at this moment, you'd be looking for a swing trade. Keep in mind this is a swing trade because we're looking at the daily. You'd be looking for something like, I don't know, like 18.54%. That's okay, right?
We'll take it. I'll allow it.
Thank you. So loving the ZIL. This is a great one. ZIL is not available on Kraken, so it is not on my Kraken list, but it is available on Binance.
Maybe MetaMask as well.
MetaMask is not a brokerage. It's just a wallet that focuses on Ethereum and lets you swap currencies.
The more you know.
The main thing with MetaMask is letting you, it's like your...
You can let it stake. No. I'll let you.
Yeah, thank you. The main thing about MetaMask is it's like your identity management, and it allows you, it's your gateway into Ethereum based platforms. Right? So if you're going to buy NFTs and stuff like that, most sites require you, maybe not require you, but will allow you to use your Chrome extension, MetaMask, as your login. You just connect it to the site. So it's Web 3.0 stuff. Does that appeal to the 24-year-old audience here?
It does. I like disruptive technology in general. I like it. Ethereum to me just seems like the big, like it has an actual use case. Like I used to think like, oh, Bitcoin was the, go-to, but now if I had to set, like say I was going to set like $100 recurring investment each month into a crypto, it would be Ethereum. And then maybe I would mess around with some of these other like Ethereum based ones like Zilliqa, Cardano, that have the same kind of functionality as Ethereum, and just hope that technology keeps advancing.
Miles on Web 1.5, so he's using, I believe that's Netscape,
but
like late Netscape when they got the graphics update.
Yeah. Well, let's get to one stonk real quick before we bring on our special guest. I'm
going to get to a couple. I want to blow through the things that I was tweeting really quick. Silvia Bellrock is here, so stay tuned, guys. Let's take a look really quick at value versus growth. Metals, XME, let's take a look. Look at it on the Bollinger Band. Look at it opening today at this multi-year resistance level that we pointed out. Longtime viewers of the show know this very well. We have achieved breakout. We are in a state of breakout on XME, the metals ETF. So let's focus just on the price and compare XME to SPY. So I'm typing in XME/SPY. What this is allowing me to do is look at the metals and mining sector in general and compare it to the broader stock market. This is not the stock for this is not the chart for like a single stock. This is showing me the strength of one class of stocks against another class of stocks. Sector strength being discovered right now. Let me turn off my Bollinger Bands. Downtrend. For a long time, XME was getting beaten up. And it broke down, started to round back up, forming what we call a rounding bottom. And now we're looking for a breakout. Again, this is the ratio of XME against SPY, a breakout above about 0.12 for the full breakout and a new bullish regime to be firmly established for XME metals mining. That's your CLF, Cliff. That's your X Steel, United States Steel Corp. And then your whole assortment of metals there, not precious metals. So looky there. That's XME. Let's do the same darn thing with oil. So let's look at XLE, which is the energy ETF, but we all know they're talking about oil. XLE against SPY. Now, this one also has a reversal pattern. The first thing that we had was oil and energy performing very poorly against the broader market, and then things started changing. We had a spike down, and then a spike up, but then back down even lower, and then a spike up, and then a spike down that wasn't as low as the previous one. What did that create for us, guys? It's a classic head and shoulders pattern, but inverted. Inverted head and shoulders, guys. That is a reversal pattern, meaning that we are looking for the price of this ratio to break above about 0.14 for a new, stronger bullish regime for XLE, oils, energy, and so forth. That's how you get sectors that have strength. You got the air coming behind you, blowing your hair forward like this. And that's how you pick stocks that got strength. But I mean, why would you do that when there's Dogecoin and Shiba Inu? All right, that's enough. I went through that as quickly as I could. It is now my extreme pleasure to eject producer AB. All right, step one down. Step two, now to bring on Silvia Bellrock.
Hey,
Silvia.
Neil. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. How's
Happy
it going?
to be here. Very good. Wild price action on the markets, and everything is fine. I've been traveling a little bit recently, so.
Did you go to Italy?
No, I am currently in Bulgaria.
Oh, okay. Where
Yeah,
you?
my home country, and a little bit traveling. I'm not done yet, but the markets are wild, so not waiting for me to come back to travel. Everything is kind of volatile, and you need to keep up with everything. But it's good. That's good.
So when you say that markets are wild and volatile,
Yeah.
which aspects of the market are you talking about?
I'm talking about NASDAQ, Dow Jones, like all of them. All of them dumped pretty fast. And I made yesterday actually a pretty nice trade on Dow Jones. So I started a short position. I can share my screen and show, of course, what did I see. But it's been a very extended price action so far. And I decided to start a short position because we saw a very nice pattern, very nice reversal candle. It worked pretty well. But with shorts, I'm, very cautious and fast. I'm trying to get rid of those very fast, putting stops at break-even levels. I don't want to stay too long in those because normally they reverse very fast, and then you're going to get stopped out a lot of times.
Good thing to bring up.
Yeah. And very important lesson also for me, is trying to use hard stop losses on everything right now, because right now the markets are really not markets for buy and hold or add to some kind of pullbacks and support areas. Normally, when I see a good looking stock, I'm trying to add to the positions, especially on support areas. But recently, none of this is working, and it's very important to switch to a different strategy here, be more short-term based, oriented, trying to find the better opportunities and not stay too long in positions, because when they start to go against you, it is so fast that by the time you realize they're down, you cannot even get out of those positions. So hard and physical stop loss are, in this case, in my personal opinion, key, because otherwise, not only that you're losing more money if you're waiting on them, but you're having this so-called cost of opportunity. If you don't get rid of those positions, and you're trying to sit on those and wait them to come back, what happens at the end is that you're going to give up a lot of time waiting 2-3 months, and especially for people with small accounts who cannot purchase new stocks, it's very bad because you sit on positions which are not working, and you're missing then on other great opportunities out there. So right now the market is really not this kind of a market where you should wait it out.
Well said. And we've got your chart up now.
Yeah, so that was actually here the Dow trend. So very nice uptrend here. It's been one of the strongest indices. We know that it's been very nice. This is the YM future, by the way. You can also take the ETF. Depends on what you want to trade. You can take UDO or or something else. I just basically trade the future. So YM is been very, very extended, and we see here when it starts to get like that and hold for a very long period of time those RSI areas. This is all the time here 70 RSI all the time through February, April, May. All the time is touching above 70 RSI, going even 75 or something like that. This means basically the probability that we're going to see a pullback increases every day. So the longer it stays overbought, the more this probability increases that we're going to see a pullback. And all I'm doing is trying to find here some kind of a signal that gives me the idea, okay, this is done. It might come to the end here, and we might see a pullback. And this is exactly what we see. I like looking at those DOGE candles. And this basically means the price went into this previous resistance area, 35,000. So 35,000, this is a whole number. And the markets, stocks, and everything, they like whole numbers. This is the exact whole number, and rejected from this area, pulled down. This basically means bear stepped in. That's why we see this doji candle. This is what the doji candle means, by the way, that at some point the bulls couldn't hold this level. Bear stepped in, took control, pushed the price lower, and the price closed lower. So this is basically the meaning of this doji candle. I saw that, and I'm looking on the 4-hour chart recently. Let's pull it out, because it's a little bit easier, especially if you have markets which are open 24 hours. Maybe for you, I know you're trading also Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies. For instruments which are open 24 hours, I think it makes it a little bit easier to see the whole trend, the whole price action, but it's not too detailed, because if you go too much into detail, it starts to get choppier. You have a lot of noise. So I like looking at the 4-hour chart, especially on those 24 hours, instruments like the futures. And I saw this red candle. I shorted it right here, around this area, I think it was.
Nice.
Stop was just above. And again, this is hard physical stop. I'm not messing around with those things. I don't want to get cheesed, I don't want this thing to turn around and squeeze me and go even higher. This is a hard physical stop loss. And then it went lower, and I didn't take the whole of that. I think I closed somewhere here or something. I didn't take everything, but it's a good trade. And I think that's what it is right now. Being fast, taking some smaller trades here and there instead of holding for long-term positions,
So, okay, yeah. So great for this extremely volatile market, and this market that seems to be like walking on thin ice, as you pointed out, with RSI constantly in like a little bit overbought territory. Eventually we're going to get that big plummet. So I was interested in that short, though. Can you go back to that one really quick?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes, let me go back. Yeah.
So when you were looking at that, what was the primary indicator for, like, what tipped you off that it was time to go short? Was it the engulfing candle, the red engulfing candle?
Yeah, so there are a couple of indicators. So first of all, RSI on the daily chart, like we saw. Let me pull this again. RSI on daily chart is overbought. As we see, it stayed overbought. So only because it's overbought, I'm not going to jump into that. But it started to get really steep here. It made this consolidated on higher levels. Another huge breakout, 35,000. This was actually the key indicator, because I was thinking 35,000 is a whole number, and stocks like whole numbers. They move from one level to the next level. So I thought this is going to reject there. And I was barely looking for one more thing which is going to show me that we have a rejection. And, if you have now overbought 35,000, here we have a very nice breakout going extremely high. And then I'm just looking for only one bearish candle in this case to short the trade. And this is exactly what we saw here. This was this bearish engulfing candle, like you said. I saw that it was not closed because I'm using the 4-hour chart, but I saw also on the daily chart the reversal candle, and this was the indicator for me to start a position with a tight stop just above the previous high.
Okay. So yeah, thank you. I thank you for walking me back through that. What was the next one that you started pulling up?
I'm looking through those because I'm looking currently on at a couple of stocks and of course setups, what might set up right now. And I really like this S&P 500. This is again the 4-hour chart, and we have. Let me pull up the daily chart first. Let's start with the daily chart. So I'm always starting with the daily chart. Same thing. It is overbought here, but again, this is the previous support area. We see that. It was touching this area a couple of times, holding this area again, came back, broke a little bit below this 4,114. And now I was looking at this area for a bounce. It looks like we are already there, because if I pull it down, I'm drilling down now on the 4-hour chart. If I pull it out, we see this DOGE, whatever candle you want to call it, reversal candle, followed by a green candle. So we gotta see how this closes. But again, you have here a tight risk. If this is your risk here, it's actually a little bit late even, and target could be the previous high again. It's like 2-to-1 ratio, somewhere like 2-to-1 ratio, which is fine. So good trade, and 4-hour chart, short-term trade, of course. And I'm gonna, if I do that, which I'm thinking to do, if I do that, I have to trail the stop, put it at break even as soon as I'm in profit, because I just don't trust right now the market. It is everything is pretty wild.
Okay, so that's a really good takeaway, is that you're using a trailing stop up until you get to your break even point, and then you're putting in that hard stop loss.
Absolutely, yeah.
Locking profit, and then locking in your gains, and then continuing upward.
Absolutely, especially on those futures. I don't want to end up in a position. You don't want to get smoked or barbecued, or
I don't want to get smoked or barbecued for sure.
So the stop losses are key here in this market environment, and even in every market environment. Everyone is different. I think we discussed those mental and physical stop losses. So some people can deal with that, other have harder times. And the easiest way, if you're not sure, just put it in your brokerage account. And I think that's a good thing to do. You don't have to worry. You can sleep well, and all this stuff.
Important things.
Yeah. So that's it. And I also have a couple of stocks, by the way, which I'm watching. If you want me to share some with you.
Yeah, we're ready for some picks.
Very good. Hey, do you remember, Neil, last time I was looking at SCHN?
Yes.
This one, I'm unfortunately I didn't trade that, but this one just totally exploded.
I do that all the time on the show. I talk about a stock. I'm like, this looks great. I'm gonna get into this in about 2 hours if it still looks good, and then I don't see it again until someone brings it up a month later.
Yeah, I know, but I missed that as well. I think it was somewhere here, and then I thought, well, it doesn't have too much room here into this previous resistance. I'm gonna wait for a pullback, and sometimes waiting too long is not the best idea, because look what happened. And this is the great sector. You brought it up just before we started. Actually, this is a good sector. Same with X and all that other steel metals. It's looking pretty nice.
And what's your green line there? That moving average.
Green line. This is the 9 moving averages.
Okay, got it.
That's the EMAs which I'm using. But I have some new stocks here on the list for this week. I have GNRC. Let's check them out.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
GNRC. Yeah,
Oh.
so this thing is also, it's not the best looking chart. It's been sideways, but again, it touched here 289 support. And again, why is this support? This was previous resistance, broke out with gap based on earnings through this. Now this becomes support, pull back here into this support area, test 2 times. Now it's testing it the 3rd time with a green candle. So this might be a decent setup here. And stop can be put just below. Targets are here. The previous resistance areas should be targets. So this might be a good setup. Not the best one, but it's decent.
I mean, that stock is insane. It's up like 260% over 35 weeks, less than a year.
Some of those are really insane. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just doing a little consolidation now.
Yeah, 71 to 300. Well, yeah, that's of course huge. It is consolidating though too long. That's something I don't like.
Mm.
Then I have love, like love.
Okay. Wait, what is love again? LUV?
LOVE.
Oh, wait, what the hell is that? Oh, is it this? Is it the beanbag company? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I don't remember in my mind what they're doing.
I went to the mall the other day just because I don't have a life, and that's my idea of like something fun to do. Just walking around aimlessly at the mall by myself.
I like this too, by the way.
and okay, so it's, I mean, yeah, let me know if you ever want to get some steps in. It's a great way to get your steps in for the day.
Very good.
Yeah, when I saw these, they have their own stores. Not that I don't want to get too fundamental, but they have their own stores just for selling beanbag like chairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's super dumb. All right, it's super dumb. All right, let's get back to the technicals. I don't know why anyone would buy that.
This is not bad actually. Pull back into the 50 EMA. Again, nice green candle here. But the problem is they have earnings. So through earnings, I'm not holding. They have earnings soon upcoming. And previous resistance 80.99. So if I do this, I would like to see more than the resistance. I would like to see a breakout and trail the stop as well. So this one looks decent as well. Nice setup, uptrending chart. Nothing wrong with this stock so far. It looks pretty well. And I think my favorite, PGNY.
PGNY.
PGNY, yeah. There it is, PGNY. I like this more than the other ones because it pulled back a little bit more into the previous support, as we see. So this is the previous low here, 47.42. Nice momentum to the upside, pull back into the previous support with doji candle. Earnings over. So I just don't know. I haven't checked the recent earnings. I'm not sure if this was the best. If they did the best earnings, but chart-wise, it looks very good in my opinion.
The chart actually looks similar to Lovesac. They're both kind of fairly new stocks.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, yeah. So those are which I'm watching for this week. Also, I think I forgot one. Wait a second. INMD. Let's check this one.
What is it?
INMD.
INMB. Immune Bio.
In mode LTD. This is, I think this is, yeah.
All right, let's get the zoom on this. Oh, okay. His 24-year-old eyes were able to see it. All right, thank you, producer AB.
So this one is also very nice uptrending chart. Pull back into support, breakout again. And now this is a decent pullback here, going even into this oversold RSI. I really like stocks which are going into the oversold, which are in an uptrend, because this basically means they might bounce off this area pretty quickly. And, you know, you don't see a lot of stocks to stay for a long period of time oversold. Normally they stay for a long period of time overbought, but they don't stay for a long period of time oversold. So I like this. It looks like it's trying to close green today. And of course, I would like to see a little bit more. Maybe the next day, if it opens above this candle, this might be a good setup with stop just below and target, of course, previous high. So those are the 4 top which I'm watching for this week.
So everyone, if you guys didn't have Microsoft Notepad open to take down those picks, that's INMD. And of course, you'll have to go back and watch for the technical analysis. Sylvia, thank you for finding some opportunity in all of this chaos, because I know that a lot of folks that are not speaking up right now in chat are probably just a little bit stressed out because their portfolio is red and just looking for some levity and maybe some semblance of hope and opportunity. So it's great that we're able to find our love sacks and our in modes. So thank you.
Yeah, it's not easy. This market is really right now a little bit sketchy, volatile. A lot of stocks are still going down. A lot of those tech stocks lost like 40-50% value of the price. And of course, if you're holding to those, too many of those, if you're holding to one or two, they're not gonna kill you, I think. But if you're holding like 5 or 6 of those, this might really hurt you mentally and your portfolio, and you're missing other opportunities. So it's really not an easy time. And also personally, I watch all those stocks, but I'm currently, like I told you, I'm not jumping into those positions. I prefer to stay with those indices, shorter term trades for now on the 4-hour charts, and go from there and see after that what happens.
Wonderful. I mean, great tips as always. Always very timely.
Thank you.
Sylvia, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Neil. It was a pleasure, and have a great remaining day, and of course, great trades.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's Silvia Bellrock. Make sure you follow her on Twitter. She's a great resource. Lots to be found there. Let's get that Twitter banner back up there, producer AB. So if you don't already know, now you know. Follow Silvia. All right, guys, we got just a couple minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about?
Oil.
You want to do oil?
Nah. Well, yeah.
Well, my VET, I tweeted out VET this morning, and I got kind of yucked. So let's do just the price, VET, not VChain.
Not VChain.
I did this cheeky little mug, like, oh, it's a cup and handle, ready to break out Twitter, and then yucked. But it is holding support here, so we're looking pretty good. Let's see. What did it get down to?
We're talking about the oil stock and not VChain, the crypto here.
Yeah, some guy came on my Twitter and it was like, you say that ticker, a bunch of people think you're going to be talking about VChain. Did you mute my screen? How dare you do that?
I thought I heard myself echo a little bit, and I didn't know if it was me.
Where do I think oil is going? I mean, it's going up. That's not my opinion. It's just what's happening.
Did you hear about the whole oil pipeline getting hacked?
Of course. Hacked. I see you, oil industry. Those pesky hackers driving up the oil prices.
Yeah, I go to fill up my tank of gas right now, and it's like $40.
Well, I just want to clear the air and say I'm not a conspiracy theorist person, but it was a very timely shutdown of that pipeline. It's going back in the ground, Mike says, about oil. Not sure what you mean about that, Mike. Do you mean carbon capture, or do you mean it's going in the ground like the price? We're looking at XLE. Yeah, a little bit of a drop there. It was getting a little bit overbought. But we shall see, mon frere. That's French for my friend. Let's draw this line a little bit better on this damn thing. We're still in an uptrend. Still in an uptrend. Oh yeah. Thank you, Silvia, for reminding everyone. Follow Silvia Bellrock on Twitter. And don't forget, smash that like button.
Smash that like button in the face.
Nice, Aaron.
That was my Jacksepticeye impersonation.
Way to connect with our trader audience. Jacksepticeye. Everyone knows who that guy is. XOM.
I think Neil was being sarcastic there.
Oof. On XOM. Such is life. We're hitting our support here, our Fibonacci, $60.81. Let's look at our metal, see how we're looking. Sheesh! Sheesh! Damn, XME! What is that? Sheesh! I think the time for metal has come. I'll do one stock GDX weekly. We've been here before. We switched to weekly. I've got my Fibonacci retracement on here, going back to the week of Jan 4, and then going down to the low on March 1. And we are coming back up here. What's the play here? Ah, I see. I understand this formation. Beautiful. Touches. The sloping line of resistance on the weekly. GDX, Van Eck, Vectors, gold miners. Gold. And we have broken out of that downtrend into an upward trend, majestically climbing each rung of our Fibonacci ladder. Looking golden. With gold. I'm going to delete that Fibonacci and just see what my pivot points tell me. So the Fibonacci style doesn't work. Let's do the traditional. Traditional doesn't work. Let's do the Woody. Woody doesn't really work. Classic doesn't work. DM doesn't work. Carmen. That one works. So there you go. So there's some future resistance I had there with the pivots, because we can see that lining up with support down here, resistance on the body here. So I'll take it. Targeting this previous high on the sloping line of resistance. If I were to enter now, that would be a profit potential of about 4.18%. So what I consider, 13. Let us take a look at SPY and see if there's a broadening wedge on the SPY candle. So it's assuming day, and then deleting everything off, getting rid of everything except for price. Yeah, I would. I certainly would. So broadening wedge is when you get an upward trend, and then you've got a resistance line that slopes up, and you've got a support line that slopes down. Some people call it a megaphone. I've heard a couple of different terms for it. But really, it's a broadening wedge. It's a continuation pattern. And then we have the top of our pole as our first swing high, which I'm going to anchor my line on. And then I've got the another swing high here, which is this hammer, or whatever the hell you call it. And then a third swing high. So we've got 3 touches on resistance, classic pattern formation stuff. And then from our swing low, something a little bit more like that. The touches on resistance are the important thing. And we touched it 3 times. So what you're looking for here I would say 13 very astutely, as always. Get the name right, not 14, not 12, but 13. Roman numerals. We might be looking at a broadening wedge breakout. And for a broadening wedge breakout, you want to get the apex. How do you find the apex? Well, paint brush. We grab this line and we extend it out. We take this line and we extend it out. And then we look where the 2 lines meet. And then we draw a horizontal line from where those 2 lines meet. Let me go ahead and just put a little circle on that, make it real nice. This is the apex of our broadening wedge. Now, we put a point there and then come out, and that is the apex of our broadening wedge. That is from whence we draw our pole, right? So I'm going to the bottom of my pole here, going all the way up to the top, and then adding that bad lad to my apex. Sheesh! 13. Sheesh! 13. We haven't done a broadening wedge, I think, ever on this show. But that is a big old price target of a potential gain from the current price of about, I mean, it looks bigger than it really is, but 7.5% coming out of a broadening wedge formation on SPY. You can reasonably, sensibly logically trade it from where it is, hoping to hit that sloping line of resistance. I'm not using any other indicators, but I'm sure that 13, being the very astute trader there is going to point out that the 20-day moving average is just ahead and will serve as a form of resistance. So we'll want that break, of course. Let's go ahead and turn on the... I'm getting a call from... Oh, holy smokes. That was Chief Zinger, Jason Raznick. I'm probably in trouble for something. But at any rate, yeah, it's Brownian Wedge. No more time to talk about that. Why? Because my boss just called me. I'm probably in trouble. So I should probably give him a call back promptly and have a good attitude, a winning attitude, and let him know that I'm ready to help out wherever help is needed. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in during these choppy markets. I know things are crazy out here, but opportunities abound. We just found a Brownian Wedge on SPY. That means it might go on up. Anyways, this has been your Tuesday of edition Get Technical. With us every week has been Silvia Bellrock. Make sure you give her a follow if you haven't. Go back and watch the show. And as always, hit that like button. Hit that like button so we can have great guests on here and we can cover stocks that you care about and cryptocurrencies that you care about, and bring some levity into your life. Don't y'all just need a little break from time to time? Yep. And also tune in to the next show, which is Moon or Bust, our crypto show featuring Brian Muir, a beautiful man.
But it is a crypto show.
Oh, it was Catherine Ross.
Yep.
It's the crypto show with Catherine Ross. All right. Anyways, I'm Neil Hamilton. This has been Get Technical. With me, as always, producer AB. Jason's calling me again, so have a great day.
Gotta go.
Happy trading.